Conference play is alive and well as 6 Mountain West tilts will take place this Saturday, 4 of which are divisional contests. Here's a look at what the league's head coaches have to say heading into this weekend's games.
You got to play assignment football, and there's going to be stuff that we hadn't seen, and we got to adjust to. A lot of times when people do one-hit wonders, they're not very successful, but they're efficient in a lot of them when they do. I haven't met with him before. He doesn't like to call it. They're not trick plays. That's what they do. A lot of it you might look at it as, hey, it's trickeration, but that's who they are. That's what they do. That's what they practice.
They get to go against really good wide receivers, every day. So I think those guys are tested when it comes to playing man. But, to me, it's really the same plan that we've had. I mean, we need to make sure that we're dialed into what we're doing. We'll be prepared for the different looks. At this point in the season, you have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see.
They're not throwing the ball as much as what they, against us last year, they moved the ball through the air and pretty effectively. And, they're relying a little bit more on the running game. However, they will throw the football, but a lot of the same schemes. They know who they are. They're very effective in what they do, and this is going to be a big challenge.
You look at Wyoming, I think defensively they've really played well against us. I think if you look over the last 7 years, been really strong against Air Force. You probably can go back further than that, about the last 10 years where that's been the case. You look offensively, I think the tailback is a superb player.
We need to win. You've got to win at home. We play typically better at home. We get a great buzz off of the Red Wave, and we're going to need them this week. Our guys will practice great this week, I'm convinced, but we've got to go out on Saturday and execute. And hopefully by making plays, getting the crowd into it, we can get back on a roll.
They will be ready to play. I know that there will be rallying cries in Fresno, and we will get their very, very best shot. They're coming off 2 road games, going into playing at home in Bulldog Stadium. Tough place to play. I've played there. I've coached there. It's a great atmosphere for them. So we do know what we're getting into, and I know that we will get their very, very best shot schematically.
In a day and age of spread, throw the ball all over the place, they are running what is essentially a version of the triple option out of the shotgun. It's like I said, it is very creative, and I have a great appreciation for he and his staff and what they're doing.
They're a true pistol, also do some things out of the gun. They do play with the cruiser like we do, a Reese White type guy as a tight end. A lot of times one tight end on, one tight end off. So there is some familiarity.
They do some cross formation motions and shifts that even though they're running maybe a power run play, that receiver going in motion will keep that backside linebacker honest, because he's got to play the reverse that will come. Even if it hits once every 5, 6, 7, or 8 times, he's going in motion. You have to honor and respect that. If you sell out to a run, the misdirection will get you.
We've talked to the team all week. This is going to be a tough ball game, but they're all going to be from here on out. But San Jose presents some challenges. They do a great job, obviously, of feeding Irvin, and their backup quarterback came in, and he's done a great job and very efficient. So we definitely got our task cut out for us, and we've got to play better.
Just take the 2 games they played at home and look at their statistics. They're pretty darn good. I don't know who in this country would be any good if they played Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Boise State, and they were, anywhere from 5 hours on the plane to 8 hours on the plane, both ways. I mean, that's a tough deal. So, the normal comparison between comparative scores and statistics, they're out the window. They don't count.
They're a big physical team. They make no bones about it. They ran the ball 15 times in a row against Fresno State. The big physical offensive line, the defense plays that kind of 3-3-5, if you will, that Rock's played forever. It presents some very unique challenges. Their kickoff return team's the #1 team in the country.
For more on this weekend's games, make sure to check out the Mountain West's latest edition of The Blitz, where our own Jesse Kurtz and experts from around the league break down the top headlines surrounding Mountain West football. For the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Stormy Buonantony.